Please welcome Meaghan Rath, everybody. How are you? Welcome to the show. Well, first of all, congrats on the movie as well as the series. Making a movie is hard, and in this country, it's especially difficult.
Yes.
But you guys have pulled it off. I mean, it must have been a lot of fun to work with your friends and so much on this.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the best things about this movie is that you could tell that everybody who worked on it did it because they loved the script and they were passionate about it, and the people who were working on it. So I think it shows in the product.
So what I understand is your boyfriend writes it, right? Mm-hmm. And as I've heard him say, that as he writes it, so many of the women in this are directly connected to his own past and women that he knows and experiences he's had. And then he gets his current girlfriend. You embody that. You know that. You know what's that experience like for you?
Well, when I thought about what it was really before, I had a lot of questions, but I chose
Were the questions in an accusatory fashion?
Well, in my mind, yes. But I made a real conscious decision not to ask any of them because I wanted to bring everything I felt to the role. Right. And I sort of worked it out in the character, and I think he did too in the script, and I'm really happy with it. So,
well, for people who haven't seen it yet, the three-night stand, the concept is you've got this couple, they go away, it gets bad. Is there hope in it for you?
You can't enter a relationship without having baggage from people that you've been close to in your life, whether it's good or bad, but it makes you who you are and sort of dictates how you treat another person when you are close to them again. So it's just part of us.
Really different, like we played that clip from Being Human. Are shows like that about fitting in and those larger themes? Do you have to kind of envision that stuff when you walk into something that's in the fantasy world?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what we do on the show is we try to make these afflictions that these characters have issues that people have every day. So it's like the ghost is someone who feels invisible, and the werewolf is someone who has anger issues or is trying to hide a part of himself.
How's your knitting?
It's amazing. Oh my God. No, So, okay, this is the first thing I've ever knit.
I love that.
I don't know if it, are you?
I love that.
This is, okay, so there were some issues. Mm-hmm. My dog uses this now as a chew toy.
What's the reason in your mind for picking something like this up?
Well, I think it was just something fun to do on set. Like I mean, there's so much downtime, so just having something in your hands between takes was really relaxing. I also have, I'm not the most patient person, as you can see. And you can map all my panic attacks, and then...
it's like old school storytelling. It's like hieroglyphics. You can see it happen.
Exactly.
There's much conversation about where Canadian film is going, and it's an incredible jump. So Sarah Polley has, of course, ascended to that next level. There's Jeff Barnaby making his films, and the Matt Johnson guy who made Dirties. Like, you're seeing that stuff. The kids out of Montreal, you know, Robbie Rue and Matt.
Yeah.
And what'll be really interesting to see is what kinds of stories do they want to tell? Mm-hmm. And does this generation have a voice? Do you think they figured out what that voice is yet?
I think so. I mean, I think it's getting there. Just our peers with the subject matter of the films that we make is, you know, more about, it's less traditional things, and I think that's very representative of how Montreal is. And we have different experiences, and we learn from them, and I think that's sort of what's coming out in these new films people are making.
Well, congrats on the film and the TV series.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Right on.
Nice to see you.
You too. Being Human, by the way, season 4 is on Space, and the film Three Night Stand will be coming out shortly. Meaghan Rath, everybody.